Hey y'all, this is Cheryl and welcome to another Watch Cheryl Scrap video. Today I'm going to be doing a scrap lift and it's going to be a pretty straightforward scrap lift. Sometimes when I'm scrap lifting I'm inspired by a piece or part of the layout, but in this particular one it's going to be almost exactly like the original, except for the bows, I place other elements in place of the bows that she has on the layout. So I have created a triangle shape and I'm duplicating it and using Lorelei's layout for placement across. Here I've just added a quick shadow, and you'll see me moving the inspiration layout from the bottom up to the top, and that's so I can start seeing placement. So here I've added my photo. I added a quick stroke around it because I like a white edge to my photos. It just gives it a little bit of extra oomph. And I am using Oh My Heart by Pink Paislee, and that's designed by Paige Evans. It says I could cuddle you forever, and it was the perfect addition to this oh so sweet photo of me and my kitty cat. So throughout this video you will see the inspiration layout pop up and go away, and that's because I'm trying to get an idea of placement. So I had pulled it up and I hid it again because I was like, wait, I need to add my papers first. So I'm using all the papers almost. I think there were just a few that I didn't use. And I really like that second row. The second one in is actually the paper with all the girly girl elements, and so you can see part of a mirror, but you can't really tell what it is once I've cut the piece out. So I'm just either reducing the size or moving around the location of the paper so I get exactly what I want in that triangle. And this is sped up 4 times, so it did take much longer than this video suggests, so this is quite fast. I'm a fast scrapper, but not that fast. Alright, so all the paper pieces have some kind of paper clipped to them. And now I'll begin adding a few embellishments. So in the inspiration layout, there are a couple of different layers behind the photo, but I just choose to use one, and that is this fun journal card that has the yellows and pinks on it. And then I pull in this cat element. It's just a little square like piece of word art. It doesn't stay because that particular darker teal is not, I don't find it anywhere else in the papers. And so I end up pulling it out. So like I said, instead of the bows, I do end up replacing with other pieces from the ephemera. And I'm, again, just using her layout as a guide for that. And now I've turned her layout off again just to see where I'm going, what my page looks like. I thought about using that ticket. Nope, that didn't work either. And I do go with this die cut trio of flowers and a couple of leaves. Then I'm placing that kind of a hot pink down in the bottom left corner, and that will kind of pull your eye from the XOXO tab that I've placed up at the top. Now I'm placing some messy thread, and that is from Valerie Wibbins. Again, I'll link that below, and I'm just changing the color of the thread. I add yellow thread to the left and that periwinkle to the right. And now I am coming up and adding some thread, and I use a pack of thread pieces from Reptile Designs. And it comes in a pink color, so I end up going through, and there are a couple of different ways that you can change color of the thread, but I end up going and using a different method. I was trying to think, which one am I using? So I go to image adjustments, and then I choose black and white, and just reduce the reds that are in the thread. So I do a little experimenting there, but that's what I end up doing. And you can see I'm bringing the slider back down just so the threads still have a little bit of shadow, because if I go too much reducing of the reds, then it's going to look too white and flat. You're going to miss all those fun little punch holes that are available. So again, you're going to see me doing this. And I do zoom in just so I can make sure that I'm keeping that detail, which is just really important. And then I'm just adding a shadow on the thread, and I'm using my shadow style set to do that. So like I said, this is this is really quick because it wasn't really that quick when I was doing it. Now, one thing that I do off camera is I do paper warping on the triangles themselves as well as the shadows. And I didn't record that part, and I didn't record adding in the journaling, but if that's something that y'all would like to see, just leave me a comment and I will, definitely consider adding the shadows in and then slowing that down. Talk a little bit more about how to warp. I actually do use a paper warping action, and it's free on my blog, my website. And so here's that last piece of thread. I got kind of quick at the end once I figured out what method I was going to use. And now I'm just moving some of these triangles to a different position. So I wanted some of the triangles above the others. And I'm moving like this piece of ephemera. And here's the final layout. I hope you'll join in. It's a fun layout to lift, and I hope I inspired you to create something on your own. Thanks for watching. See you next time.